Ah,
So
lovely.
good, yeah.
Yep. The exhibition finished today, but there's still a show tomorrow for the play.
Excellent, excellent. And now it is time for our last guest of the evening, and she is the perfect Friday treat.
Absolutely. Local girl Olivia Castle may only be 22, but when it comes to her music credentials, she's got the lot.
Yes.
Olivia hails from a family of jazz musicians, so it's a pretty safe bet she'd have the same talent. And she's here now to tell us about her passion. Olivia, thank you for coming on the Friday show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And it goes back a couple of generations, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I only found out probably a couple of years ago. We found a lot of sort of family archivey things that my great-granddad, which is, I have sort of Romanian ancestry, and they toured Europe during his time with the Padriano Jazz Band, which was my real surname before my name was changed, sort of the Romanian side of my family. So yeah, that was great to find out.
And by that point, you yourself, were you already interested in jazz? And then it was just really nice to have the affirmation of, oh my God, this has been in my ancestry for years.
Absolutely. I used to watch my mum perform with a jazz trio, so I sort of picked up a lot of the repertoire I sing now from her, really. But I've always just loved the genre, loved singing it. And so, yeah, it's just been sort of confirmation that it's suiting who I am, basically.
And is it quite an unusual genre for kind of someone of your age group to be interested in?
I definitely think so. My brother always said it's so weird that most of your iPod is made up of dead people. Yeah. So, no, I think there is a sort of up-and-coming demand for sort of jazz and vintage things. And I think people are probably going back towards it now. But, yeah, it's definitely not a sort of traditional genre for my kind of age group to love singing, but I think that's sort of what makes me a bit different and will hopefully sort of benefit me going into it professionally.
What also makes you a bit different is that you sung for Radio 2 at St Paul's Cathedral a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well that wasn't jazz, but it was I was part of the BBC Radio 2 Chorister of the Year final.
Wow.
So yeah, that was, I don't think I've got nervous since then. That was sort of a marking point.
You used up all your nerves on that day, and that was
totally. There was, you know, Radio 2 listeners and, you know, a couple of thousand people there.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't jazz, it was sort of choral singing, but a brilliant experience. It's definitely sort of helped me today.
Yeah. And then what inspired the move from that into jazz?
Just as sort of I've grown up and discovered more about my voice, I found not only do I love the genre and love listening to it, but I find my voice suits that genre, you know, most out of all other genres I've sung. So I've been trained in all sorts of things, but jazz is something I'm really passionate about, and I feel like I sing the best. So,
well, singing your best, the debut album's out, Siren Song.
Yes.
And you had some pretty nifty help.
I did. I was very lucky. I found since entering this industry that so much of it is about contacts and who you know, and I'm so blessed to have some really great people working with me. And Laurie Holloway was the accompanist on the album, and he's just been an amazing support throughout this whole process.
Well, he's a musical director on Strictly Come Dancing, so we all hear the music there, so to have that work that you've done, fabulous. Now, I know you're going to sing for us this evening. What are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing That Old Devil Called Love, which is actually sort of one of the title songs on the album. Because the last phrase of the song is when he sings that siren song, I'm just going to tag along with That Old Devil Called Love. So that's what I'm going to be performing.
And if anybody wants any more information, oliviacastle.com?
Yes.
They can check that out there, yeah?
Yes, please, yes.
Fabulous, super. Well, I look forward to the performance.
Yeah, can't wait. But alas, we are almost out of time for tonight. So thank you to our lovely guests and to you lovely lot for watching.
In just a moment, Olivia will be playing us out of this show. But up next here on Mustard is the news with Neil Perry. Now, Darren and Helen will be back on this sofa from 6:30 when they'll be joined by members of the team behind the Norwich Fashion Week.
Yes, and until then, enjoy Olivia. Have a great weekend and we'll see you next week.